Welcome back to a new video. So we are back to 18-9. We are one game under 500 after going on a horrendous losing streak where we seemingly lost in the bottom of whatever game that we are in. Whether it was the 9th, 10th, or 11th, the game just decided that we were going to be losing in the bottom of the 11th. Apparently we don't have a catcher today. We have two catchers, so apparently we need to fix our lineups because apparently they're apparently I sound like that little kid that was on the news. But we're going to generate the depth charts and go into the game. So that means that Dominic Keegan is going to be getting the start today at catcher. Hopefully he is able to do a little bit more than Danny Jensen ever was for our team. Unfortunately, his average was just too low, and we have this guy sitting in AAA with potential, and we could bring him up. We give up a hit to start the game. He steals second. They do get a hit, but thankfully, I guess, wow, he actually got him out at home. It's crazy. Usually don't see that successful, but we have one out now, the guy on first base, and a double play there. So a lot of action for them in the first inning. Or no, that's two outs there. I keep missing that. I thought the guy rolled into a double play. I'm confusing myself. Now the inning is over. So now we are into the bottom of the first. Chandler Simpson is going to get out on his first at bat. Moving on to Jung-Ho Lee on a 3-1 count. He is going to pop out to the infield. And Jonathan Randa is going to get on first base with 2 outs. Spencer Torkelson is going to go yard. What an absolute bomb. 95.6 mile per hour. Exit velocity does not seem too high. And Parker Meadows gets a single here. So a lot of action with 2 outs. We have a 2-0 lead. Parker Meadows is going to try to steal second. He does, in fact, steal second. Christopher Morel with a 2-0 count. He is going to hit a double there. So we are starting to just let loose against Milwaukee for whatever reason. So a lot of three hits and 3 runs, or I guess a walk as well with 2 outs. So a lot of action here, but that is going to be all of the action for this inning. So a great start for our offense here. Rhys Hoskins is up. He gets out. Moving on to Garrett Mitchell. He is also out. Adam Duvall is going to get out as well. Dominic Keegan, our backup catcher, is up, and he is going to ground out for the first out. Brian Rocchio is going to fly out. Chandler Simpson is going to get to a full count, but he is going to pop out there. So still 3-2-0, which you like to see. Taj Bradley into the third inning, gets the first out against Jake Bowers. Joey Ortiz is up. He gets out. The guy Rod Rosario is going to get out as well. Moving back to Jung-Ho Lee, he is going to get out for the first out of the inning. Jonathan Aranda is going to get a second walk today, so 2 walks today. With 1 out, Spencer Torkelson is up, and he is going to fly out instead of getting a home run. Unfortunate, but Parker Meadows is going to follow it up with a strikeout as well. So still 3-0. Taj Bradley, with that kind of weird first inning, has really solidified himself in this game. Besides, as I finished saying those words, he gives up a home run. Unfortunate. Does get the first out here, though. Does give up a base hit to William Contreras. Gets the second out and gets the third out. No, gives up another base hit. Now he gets the third out. I don't know why I keep thinking we got the third out when we in fact did not. Jose Quintana is going to get the first out of this inning. Brandon Lowe is going to make the second out of this inning. Dominic Keegan is going to make the third out of this inning. So unfortunately, we're not able to get anything going. Nothing since the first inning. Makes me a little nervous that they're going to inch their way back. But we do get out of the 5th inning without giving up any more runs. Brian Rocchio hitting a home run. That's something that you don't see every day. So you got to like to see that. So Brian Rocchio continuing to open up our lead, bringing it back to 3. Chandler Simpson is going to ground out there. So no hits for him today. So that means no stolen bases. He's at 49. So he just needs to get one more base hit or get on base in any fashion. And he might be able to get up to that 50 here. Jonathan Randa with 2 outs here. Gets a third walk. So he's had 3 walks today. So a really creative simulation, I guess. 3 walks for him. Spencer Torkelson is up, and he's going to ground out to first base. So nothing happening with him. Bryce Terang, he's had 2 hits today, right? No, he's had 1 hit and a home run. So we're going to drill him. There's no mercy for him. I don't I can't hit the batter. There we go. 0-2 count. I really should have pitched to him, but we're hitting him. we're hitting that man. Gets another walk here. So unfortunately for Taj Bradley, he's going to be coming out of the game. So we have a couple of guys that we can bring in. We can bring in Phil. We can bring in Kevin Kelly, Garrett Clevenger. I suppose technically we bring in Tim Herron's also available as well. So a lot of different options. We're going to go with good old Phil here. I don't know why we clicked onto that, but it took us out of there. So Phil is going to jump into this game. He is going to hopefully work out of this little bit of a jam. He unfortunately does not, so he gives up a home run. Unfortunate for him, so he is now in line to ruin Taj Bradley's decision for the day, and is making it so the game is now tied. So unfortunate for us. Christopher Morel has got his second hit today, I believe, and Brandon Lowe is up. He is also going to get a single today, I believe his first hit on the day. So 2 guys on base for Dominic Keegan. It is time for him to break open this game, but he does get a walk, so the bases are loaded here. They did bring in a new pitcher. Where is it? Brad Boxberger, a pretty cool last name. Brian Rocchio is up a home run the last time he was up, and he has hit his second home run today, which is now a grand slam. So he's had 5 RBIs today. Brian Rocchio's best game of the season by far, probably of his life, I would imagine. I don't know if he's ever hit 2 home runs in a game. He's not a prolific home run hitter by any stretch of the imagination. So despite them coming all the way back to tie it at 4, we burst for another 4 runs for an 8-4 lead. Chandler Simpson still wasn't able to get on base, so unfortunate for him. We do have a 4-run lead, so we're going to leave Phil in there for this inning to see if he's able to work his way through another inning. Much better than his first inning. Jonathan Aranda is up. He has walked 4 times today. How is that even possible? Spencer Torkelson gets out, so he's 1-4 today with a home run. Parker Meadows is up. He gets a walk as well. So we have 2 guys on base for Christopher Morel. He's unfortunately going to strike out looking. Brandon Lowe is up with a base hit the last time that he was up, and he is going to hit a double down the line, clear the bases, and get us our 9th and 10th run there. So Brandon Lowe with a really solid day. You'll love to see that. Dominic Keegan has not had a hit this year, so he is due. Let's see if he does. In fact, that he does. He hits a double for the year, his first hit of the year, which is going to be an RBI double. So this game is just exploding wide open for our team. Brian Rocchio is up, having a historical day, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, but unfortunately strikes out this at bat, but certainly will never complain about a game like what he is having. With a 7-run lead, Phil is going to get an opportunity to stay in for this game. He gets a ground ball double play here, and he's able to work out of the 8th inning. Chandler Simpson, he is 0-4 today, but he does get a single. Is this the time where he gets his 50th stolen base? We will see. So he does get number 1, and he does get 52 as well. So we have a guy on third base with 0 outs, a 2-0 count. Jung-Ho Lee is going to hit an RBI double. Kind of unnecessary for Jung-Ho Lee. He's able to get him in with a double, but I suppose any sort of contact would have worked. So this game has exploded open for our team. So let's go to some substitutions. We're going to bring Sal in for Chandler Simpson. We're going to bring Chris Bryant in for Spencer Torkelson. And we're going to leave Dylan Dingler on the bench. He is exhausted because we didn't have a backup catcher for a couple of games. So Jonathan Aranda is up, guy in scoring position with no outs, but now he has made it 1 out. We have Chris Bryant that is up, and he is going to get the 2nd out of the inning. Parker Meadows is up, but he is going to strike out as well. We do get another run across this inning, increasing our lead to now 7 or 8. Yeah, it's 12-4. So Phil, he's quite tired at this point. So we do have kind of our mop-up guy that we can bring in. He is a lefty, and yeah, we'll probably just bring him in. Or no, we got Ryan Pepio. What are we talking about? We're bringing Ryan Pepio. Let him eat some innings here. Sal Frelick, left field. There we go. I forgot that doesn't automatically put him into that same position. But it looks like we're going to cruise to victory in this game. And look at that. So despite a little bit of a hiccup in the middle of the game, we are able to make it through. So Brian Rocchio, yeah, 2 for 4, 2 home runs, a crazy good day for him. So you love to see that. Abner Aribe is I don't really know why he was. I don't understand why he was a free agent in the first place. Just kind of a crazy thing. I wish our bullpen was just deeper. Like I wish we could have an additional roster spot, but unfortunately, just not the case. And Chris Bryant, I don't mind. Like I am really close to getting rid of him, but at the same time, like I don't really know if we necessarily should. We do have some potential backup catchers that are in AAA that we could potentially bring up if need be. And we have a lot of pitching. We have a ton of depth on this team, so you'd love to see it. Curtis Mead, he is not learning right field apparently. Has he played right field? Let's go look at his fielding stats. He hasn't played right field yet. All right. So we have a ton of good players in AAA that could potentially come up if we needed it. And I still can't believe that we have the 6th out of the 30th best potential for our, for our farm system. I feel like it should be much higher, but we're going to double check the number of players that we have. So the Florida League, Instructional League, has a lot of people in it. I think we're going to leave it like this, though, for now. Even though we're a little bit bloated, we could stand to get rid of a couple players to make everything down a little bit. But Chris Bryant is getting the start today at DH, so Shane McCallahan is up. He was cruising for the first out. Runner gets the second base, it gets the second out, and he does get the third out there, so nothing happening for them. The first inning of the game, Chandler Simpson gets out. Jung-Ho Lee gets a single here with 1 out. Spencer Torkelson is up. He is going to ground out into a double play, so his struggles kind of continue. I mean, he has 8 home runs, so we don't necessarily expect him to have like a 300 average, but if he can be above 250 and have that pop in his bat, then that will certainly be useful for us. Second inning in a row where Shane McCallahan gives up a base hit, but he's able to work out of that. So now we are into the bottom of the second. Parker Meadows is going to get a base hit here. He is already at 13 stolen bases. Maybe it's going to be 14. It is. I don't really like trying to steal with him with third, even though he probably could a good amount of the time, just because it is a little bit riskier for him since he's not as astronomically fast as Chandler Simpson. But Brandon Lowe is up, and he is going to hit an RBI double, so he is starting to heat up a little bit. He's up to 245, but he's had a lot of productive hits. I mean, he's leading the team in RBIs, and he's all the way down there in the lineup. Brian Rocchio had a crazy game last game, and he's going to continue his hit streak, or his hot streak, and get a little dribbler base hit. So that was quite interesting looking. Jonathan Aranda is up, and he is going to hit a ground ball. I guess it's an error. Or no, just a fielder's choice. Okay, I was very confused. I didn't see the out at first. But we get 2 runs here, so we are continuing to score a lot, which is really good. Chris Bryant gets a walk here with 2 outs. Chandler Simpson is up, and he is unfortunately going to ground out there. So 2 runs across, giving Shane McCallahan a little bit of run support, which you love to see. They get a 1-out single. They get another single here, and they do get their first run to cut that lead in half, and a fly out there, and he's able to work out of it. So he gives up a run there. When we're moving into the bottom of the third, Jung-Ho Lee base hit the last time, ground out this time. Spencer Torkelson is up, and he is going to strike out looking there. Parker Meadows is up, and he is also going to strike out. Unfortunate for us. I need to check my air conditioning to make sure it's actually turning on so I don't sweat to death when I'm trying to sleep tonight. Would not be ideal, so I don't know why it's not turning on. So that's very odd. It says it's 80 in my house. It definitely feels like it's 80, but oh, there it goes. So I guess it just hadn't connected to my app thing since I used the Nest thing. But Shane McCallahan cruises through the 4th inning. Dylan Dingler is up, and he flies out. Brandon Lowe is up. Last time he hit a double. This time he does not. Ryan Rocchio is up. Little bloop hit the last time. This little bloop is not going to get in. So Shane McCallahan up to 67 pitches is into the 5th inning. and he is going to give up a 2-out single here and is able to work out of a 1 or 2-out hit. I guess he swung on 3-0. That's pretty wild. Jonathan Aranda is up. He's going to be the first out of this inning. Chris Bryant is up, and it looks like he is going to be a little dribbler there. Now Chandler Simpson is up, and he is going to get out to end this inning. So his average is slowly but steadily dropping down. Adam Duvall is up. Gets a second out here. Joey Ortiz is up as well, so he's able to work through a 6th inning right at the top of the end of his stamina, so he'll be coming out the next inning. Jung-Ho Lee is able to hit a single here to start out the inning with a hit. Spencer Torkelson is up, and he grounds out, takes care of that single by grounding into a double play, so unfortunate for us. But moving, Parker Meadows is up, and he is going to pop out. Unfortunate. So Shane McCallahan, he gives up a leadoff double, gets an out, and now I think we bring in a substitution. A little too risky to leave him in. Past this point, we could bring in Jaime Barria or Jamie Barria. I don't really know which that it is. I forget how the spelling is, but he's going to get the chance to time to shine. So he's going to pitch the batter. He's going to get the second out of the inning while the runner moves to third. And Bryce is going to get out, and so that is going to be the last out of the inning. Tobias Myers is still in with 80 pitches. Dylan Dingler is making that seem like a smart decision by striking out there. Brandon Lowe is up, and he is going to get walked here. They're still keeping him in despite him being at 91 pitches and walking a player, but although he's actually made it into the 7th inning as well, so you'll love to see that. Brian Recchio is going to ground out into a fielder's choice with a 106.3 velocity ground ball, which is kind of insane how hard he hit that, but a strikeout there allows the game to stay at 2-1. Jamie Barria, I'm just going to call him, it looks like it's Jaime. I'm just going to call him Jaime Barria. Jaime is up, and he is getting the first out of the inning, gets the second out, and gives up the solo home run to ruin the decision for Shane McCallahan. So unfortunately, Jaime has ruined the game for Shane, which you'd hate to see, but now the game is tied. Chris Bryant is up. He has not had a hit today. Unfortunate for him, but he has had a walk, and he's going to get a second walk today. So with it being the 8th inning, we're going to pinch run for Chris Bryant. Get someone that's a lot faster. So Sal Frelick is going to try to steal second. He does, in fact, do that. We are going to try to bunt. Let's see if it works. No, it does not work. We're going to let him swing away. He pops out. Unfortunate. Let's see if he's able to steal third. He's a little bit too scared. Let Jung-Ho Lee swing away. And he grounds out. Sal Frelick does get to third. Spencer Torkelson, it's his time to shine. And he really does shine with a home run there. So getting him to third didn't matter because Spencer Torkelson was going to go yard. So you'd love to see that. So now it is 4-2. And now it is 5-2. So Parker Meadows hits another home run after Spencer Torkelson does. So back-to-back home runs for us to take the lead. So you'd love to see that. Dylan Dingler is not going to continue that and make it 3 in a row. Jaime Barria is up, trying to vulture a win for this game, which means that I'm going to take him out because that seems kind of unfair that he would be able to get a win today. And we are going to bring in Kevin Kelly. So that's going to be a base hit there. I just realized that it's the 9th inning and I should bring in the closer. But, one more batter for him. All right, he does get the first out there. He gives up a run, but that is 2 outs now, and Bryce is going to be the last out. So Kevin Kelly works around some trouble to get a save there, allows our closer to get some rest for the next game, and we move back to being over 500, 1 game back of the division from the Yankees, and tied for the last spot of the wild card, so moving back in a positive direction. Looks like Carlos Luna. That's never accurate with who's going to start the next game, but it looks like it could be Carlos Luna. It looks like it is. So we are continuing to be on a little bit of a heat streak now. So you'd love to see that. I don't really think there needs to be any adjustments to that. Chandler Simpson, hopefully, is able to get a hit or two today. His average is starting to fall down, so you don't like to see that. He batted 351 last year, so that's actually kind of crazy good in the minors. But yeah, if he stays anywhere around 300, he's just going to have so many stolen bases. Carlos Luna gets the first out of the inning, the second out, gives up a 2-out double there, but is able to work around it to get out of the inning. Chandler Simpson is up. He is the first out of our team hitting. Jung-Ho Lee makes it the second out, and Brandon Lowe gets out for the third out. Garrett Mitchell is up. He's going to lead off with a single. He is going to steal second base. We get the first out of the inning, the second out as the runner moves to third, and we get the third out of the inning. So they have 2 hits, but no runs. Parker Meadows is going to strike out. Jonathan Randa is going to strike out. And Christopher Morel is going to change that up by grounding out. Carlos Luna already has 3 strikeouts. This time, Igay Rosario is going to hit a home run and open the game up for the other team. Unfortunate back-to-back hits that he has given up, and now Bryce Terang gets the second base with no outs. He gets the third with 1 out. William Contreras is up, and he is going to get the runner in by a ground ball to second base. So Carlos Luna is having a bit of a struggle here. He might just be coming out early. I do need to start making earlier decisions on pitchers. I just hate wasting a bunch of pitching in a game where we're losing. But Chris Bryant is batting 143 and is making that just a tidbit lower. With that, Brian Rocchio gets another hit here. So he's been on a massive... I can't believe he doesn't have a little flame thing next to him because he's has hit so well lately. 2 outs here with a runner on. Chandler Simpson is up, and he does hit a single here. And it looks like they do throw the third, and Chandler Simpson is able to get 2 seconds. So 2 outs here. Jung-Ho Lee is up. He unfortunately is not going to clutch up and get those runs in. Carlos Luna, no walks today, but he has given up 2 runs. He does get the first out here, the second out, and the third out here. Brandon Lowe is up. He is the first out of this inning, the second out, and now we have a 2-out double by Jonathan Aranda. Christopher Morel is up, but he is going to get out, so nothing happening for us. He got a home run the last time, so he's going to get hit by a pitch. That's just how you have to do it. So that's going to be it for Carlos Luna. I don't trust him anymore for this game. We're going to bring in... Do I want to waste him here on a game like this? We're going to bring in Ryan Pepio and let him try to eat some innings for us. 2 outs here, and the bases are now loaded. Pitch to the batter, and unfortunately... he is starting to pitch poorly, so Ryan Pepio might be getting some innings today. He might just pitch the rest of this game. Chris Bryant gets another walk, so while he's not getting any hits, he's seemingly able to get on base quite frequently, although now Brian Rocchio has taken care of that problem by grounding into a double play. Dominic Keegan is going to be out as well with some good contact to center field. So Ryan Pepio has given up 2 runs since he has come in, so he is going to potentially just stay in the rest of this game. Chandler Simpson is up and out. Jung-Ho Lee gets a single here with 1 out. Brandon Lowe is going to get a single to follow that up, a little dribbler to the pitcher that apparently he wasn't able to handle. Parker Meadows is up, and he's going to be the second out of the inning. Jonathan Aranda is up, and nothing good is going to happen with his ground out there. Ryan Pepio is going to stay in, get the first out of the inning. He's going to give up a walk. He's going to get an out, or I believe it was a double play. But Christopher Morel is going to strike out looking. Chris Bryant is going to be out. Brian Rocchio is also going to be out. Ryan Pepio, he is staying in for the rest of this game. He's actually pitching better, though. I might have jinxed him with that walk there, but it looks like the jinx didn't quite work. Dominic Keegan hits a double here, so he is finally able to get a hit today. You'll love to see it. I don't think that was his first hit. No, he's up to 167, so I imagine he's already had a hit, and he has an RBI, so that definitely is the case. Chandler Simpson is up, and he is going to hit a pop out there. He needs to start hitting ground balls. Jung-Ho Lee is up, and he's going to get walked, so we have 2 guys on base with 1 out. Brandon Lowe is up, and he is going to get walked, so the bases are loaded here with 1 out. Parker Meadows is up. He needs to put the ball in play. And he doesn't do that. It's a wild pitch, so we are able to get our first run on today on kind of a wonky play. A 1-0 count here, and he is able to hit a single here. I believe a single. Yep, a single there, and is able to get a run there. So now we have a guy on third. Parker Meadows is on second, so he is going to steal, of course, and get to second base. Jonathan Aranda is up, but he is, of course, going to strike out swinging. We have the tying runner on second base. Christopher Morel is not clutch, though. Unfortunately, he grounds out to third base. Garrett Clevenger is at 100%. Tim Herron's also there. I kind of, since we're losing, we're going to bring in Garrett Clevenger. He's going to walk the first guy. He's going to let a steal happen. He's going to get an out. He's going to get a second out. And he does get the third out. So he does pitch a scoreless inning you'd like to see. Chris Bryant is up. Let's see if he's able to do anything. He gets another walk. He has been a walking machine. And we're going to pinch run for him since it is the last inning of the day. Sal, guess what? You get to learn how to play first base today. So he's going to pinch run again. He's going to steal second. No, he's not. He threw it at me. Charged the mound. Beat him up. So we have the tying run is on first base here. Dominic Keegan is up. Can we actually bunt? A miracle has happened. We bunted it to third. And we get the tying run into scoring position. Chandler Simpson is up. He has one hit today. Can he get another hit? It is a fielder's choice. Oh, he threw it to home? Hold up. He's safe at home. So it's still one out. Chandler Simpson is going to steal second. So we have the winning run at second base. Still only one out. Jung Ho Lee is up with a run here. Are we going to get some bottom of the ninth magic? Oh, unfortunate. He's going to ground out to the second baseman there. Brandon Lowe is up with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth with a 1-run deficit, and he gets intentionally walked. Parker Meadows is up. He does have a hit today. I don't want to try to pinch hit for him. He has batted really well this year. Is he going to clutch up for us? He, in fact, does by getting a walk. I thought he hit a base hit. So now the bases are loaded. The winning run is 90 feet away at third base. Jonathan Aranda is up. Is he going to clutch? We shall see. No. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we do tie it up. So we do like to see that. William Contreras is up. There is no outs here in the top of the 10th. Garrett Clevenger, I don't trust him. I think it's time to bring in some... Do we bring in Pete Heron? Or Tim Heron? I'm looked at Pete Fairbanks, considering to bring him in. I think we do bring in Tim Heron. And we hope that he's able to work out of this inning. He gives up an infield single to the really slow catcher, so I don't know about that. He does get the first out of this inning. He steals second base. Does he have any? He doesn't have any speed, so that is kind of weird. Garrett Mitchell is up. He is the second out of the inning. Adam Duvall is going to be the third out, so the game is still tied. We have a guy at second base, Jonathan Aranda. We have Christopher Morel is up. Did we try to bunt? I really don't trust bunts working twice in this game. He's only batting .214 though. I think we have to try it. He bunted it foul, so we're going to let him swing away. And, wow, he actually hits a base hit, so he clutched up. He said, "Coach, let me swing the bat." And it looks like we are going to win in the bottom of the 10th. So instead of losing in the bottom of the 10th, that is us getting the win. And it looks like they just ran past that guy. He just ran away. That's hilarious. Oh, no, he's coming back. There he goes. He had to set something down on the dugout. That was a hilarious animation. He just ran past his cheering team. So a 4-run comeback. So you'd love to see that. So we get another win. We're actually tied for the lead in the division. And we're going to play one more game to see if we're able to win all of the games that we have played in this video today. A lot better luck so far. So you'd love to see that. Pretty standard lineup for us. Joe Rock is getting the start. Joe Rock is getting the rock. So see if he is able to work through this game and get us a good start. Chandler Simpson is going to start out the game with an out. Jung Ho Lee is able to get a single. I might just need to permanently change their spots. It seems like Jung Ho Lee is always getting on base. But 2 outs there. And Parker Meadows is going to get out. So nothing happening for us in this first inning. Bo Bichette is out. Second out there. And Vlad Guerrero Jr. is up. And he is going to be out there. So nothing happening for them either. Dylan Dingler is out. Our next guy, Brandon Lowe, is out, and now he is out there. Nothing happening for us still. Nothing happening for them still, except now Jesse Winker does hit a home run there to opposite field. 374 feet. Not sure how that got out, but Joe Rock has given up the lead here with that solo home run. So it means that we can't just, well, we were going to have to score a run anyway, but Max Scherzer is dealing. Chandler Simpson is getting a second at bat. He does hit a single, so we know what time it is. It is time for Chandler to be stealing all of the bases. Apparently doesn't want to steal third. He doesn't want to break records. He hates baseball. You hate to hear that. You hate to see that kind of disregard for just easy stolen bases, but hi, Josh. I joke. I Joe Rock. And 2 outs there, so nothing happening for them this inning. Spencer Torkelson is up. He's going to get a leadoff double, so you'll love to see that. Parker Meadows is going to follow him up with a single. Nope, he follows him up with a strikeout. Dylan Dingler is starting to struggle with his 231 average, but he doesn't struggle in this at bat. I don't know. That does not look like it should be a home run. It's 101, 410, but it looks like it barely went over that wall. But we will certainly take that. So a 2-1 lead, so we do retake the lead here. Max Scherzer gets a strikeout there and gets Brian Rocchio to ground out here. So Joe Rock has a lead back. Let's see if he's able to maintain it. He walks Vlad Guerrero Jr., which is probably a smart thing. Vlad steals second base. I didn't think he was built like that, and unfortunately, he gets up a double. So immediately upon getting the lead back, he gives up the lead to the, or gives up, or allows the game to be tied. Didn't give up the lead, I guess, but lost the lead. There we go. So Max Scherzer continues to deal. Christopher Morel is up, second out of the inning. Chandler Simpson is up as well, but he is going to ground out, unfortunate for us. Joe Rock is giving up 2 runs. Now he's giving up a single. Grounds to a double play. Bo Bichette is up, and Bo Bichette is down. Jung Ho Lee is back up, the first out of the inning. Spencer Torkelson with a home run the last time is going to strike out this time. Parker Meadows is going to hit a 2-out single there. Let's see if he's able to get some steals here. He's able to steal second. And if we got 2 outs, he might as well let him try to steal third. A 2-0 count. He does, in fact, steal third base. Dylan Dingler is not going to clutch up there. He's going to hit a pop out to the shortstop. So we get a guy in third base with 2 outs, but unfortunately not able to get him across there. In the 6th inning, Joe Rock is able to get the first out, the second out, and now he gets a walk with 2 outs. He's at 91 pitches. He gives up another walk. We're going to leave him in and risk it for the biscuit. He's able to get out. Oh, no, he's not. He walks another guy, so we really got to take him out of the game. He, unfortunately, is not clutching it up to get the last out of this inning. Mitch Keller is still on fire, so we're going to go ahead and just bring him in, see if he's able to get Leo Jimenez or Jimenez out, and it looks like he is. So Brandon Lowe is up. Max Scherzer, 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 runs given up. And it looks like he is going to cruise along into the 7th inning with nothing happening for our team. So the game is still tied. Mitch Keller is up. He gives a walk to start out the inning. He gives up a double. You hate to see it. Oh, he gives up the lead. So Mitch Keller's heat streak is no mas. He gives up the lead, so he's in line to get the loss here. He gives up another run. Gives up a wild pitch, but he's able to get out of the inning after that. So now we're down 2. But Christopher Morel is able to get on base with no outs. Chandler Simpson is able to hit a single here to get to first base. And of course, at 52 stolen bases, he's going to make that 53. So now we have 2 guys on base with no outs. Tying run on second base that has a ton of speed. Jung Ho Lee is going to get walked here. So no outs, bases loaded. Our power hitter, our guy who has the most home runs on the team with 9, is up to bat. Let's see if he's able to clutch it. He actually doesn't need to, so he just stands there, and it's a wild pitch, so we're able to get 1 run closer. We still have guys on second and third with no outs, and he is, of course, going to strike out looking, because why would he try to put the ball in play? He doesn't like to win games, apparently. But Parker Meadows is up, and he is, in fact, going to take care of that job and hit a single to center field, it looks like. Oh, no, it was a line out. Okay, so now it's 2 outs. We have a guy, the tying, or the go-ahead run, I should say, on second base. Dylan Dingler needs to clutch up, and he, in fact, does. So he does hit a single there, and that is going to give us the lead. So we come back after they score 2 and score 3 to take the lead. So now with 2 outs here, we unfortunately are going to get out, but we do retake the lead here, so you love to see that. Mitch Keller is still in, so we're going to just let him see if he can get through this inning. He gives up a double to Jess Winker. He is cooking us today. We don't like to see that. That's 2 outs there and now 3 outs there, so you love to see that. We would love to get an insurance run or 2, but Brian Rocchio did not get that memo. Neither did Jonathan Aranda, and now Christopher Morel is up and is going to leave that lead at 1 run. This is not a good sign for us. I'm a little bit nervous, but we're going to go ahead and bring in our closing pitcher and see if he is able to bring home the dub for us. So Will Wagner is up, Billy Wagner's son, and he's going to get a leadoff single here. Bo Bichette is up. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Dalton Barso, looks like he has more of his last name, but he does not. He's still second base. Dalton is going to tie up the game with a single here. or a double, I should say. So 1 out, the winning run is on second base. We get 2 outs there. Anthony Santato is up, and we are going to have to go into extra innings once again. Chandler Simpson is up. We got Christopher Morel on second base. We're going to let Chandler swing away, and he is going to actually reach on an error, which is really nice because now he can steal second base. It's a 1-0 count. Jung-Ho Lee is up. Is he going to clutch up for us? He is, in fact, going to clutch up for us with a single there, and it's going to get Christopher Morel to third base. It's going to get him to second base. We're not going to risk him stealing. We're going to let Spencer Torkelson hit a home run for us. Not quite a home run, but it is a double for us, so we do like to see that. So now it is 7-5. We have guys on second and third with no outs, and Parker Meadows is going to continue to break open this game with a, it looks like a single up the middle since that was a diving play. He's going to steal second. He's going to steal second. It's 0-2 count for Dylan Dingler, and he is going to score a fielder's choice. Oh, he actually did score. So Dylan Dingler is on first base. We're going to see if he can steal. A little bit scared. I feel like we just send him forced. I don't know why Brandon Lowe is swinging there. All right. Not a good choice, I suppose, to me. Brandon Lowe has a guy on third base with 1 out there, and he clutches up by striking out looking. Brian Rocchio is up, and he is going to line out there. Our closer situation is not looking very good. Pete Fairbanks, though, I guess we can just keep him in, see if he's able to get the first out. He does. He gets a second out, and he does give... Oh, I guess that's it. There's no X there. That's weird. Had me a little messed up, but we had a little bit of a hiccup there. We were able to score a bunch of runs, though. So our offense has been playing a lot better, which we love to see. It's kind of exciting. Mitch Killer... Didn't he give up 2 runs? It's like, congrats, Christopher. Mitch, you gave up runs. But our bullpen is still about the same. Tim Herron just might be that guy. He might be the dude for us. So you're here at pitching. His ERA is 2.30, so I mean it's still not bad. Tim Herron, he's at 92% rested. I kind of feel like we just throw him into the closing position because I feel like he might just be our best option. We will see, though. But starting pitching, everyone's doing pretty well, so you like to see that. We'll double check the free agency and just look around. If there's anyone crazy that is just chilling in the free agency, doesn't look like anyone is. And we can check our pitching. Jaime Barria pitched pretty bad in his first start. Let's see. Maybe we just waive him. And we can bring up... Can he play second base now? Alright, he's got some potential at second base, so... Man, I really wish he hit a little better. I mean, he only had 6 at-bats, so it's not really a true test for him. But Abner Uribe, I just don't know why he was released. It's such a weird thing. I guess he was in Double-A, but I mean, like, a 1.69 ERA and 5 saves, and then they just dumped him. But Abner is there. He has only 2 pitches, a slider and a changeup. I feel like that's not correct. I feel like every pitcher has a fastball, even if it's a poor fastball relative to his other pitches. But I guess that is the case. So looks like Curtis Mead is learning some right field. So you'd like to see that. But do we risk it and bring up Abner? I feel like we got to leave him down in AAA for a little bit. And we can look for another pitcher that we could potentially bring up to fill up a slot for us if we have one. How is he doing in AAA? In 7 games, he hasn't given up a run in 5 innings pitched. He has 1 save. So we have a couple of guys, a 4.58 ERA. So not too good. Ryan Howard struggling a bit. JC Mejia struggling a bit. Garrett Action struggling mightily. My goodness. You can go, buddy. So we are going to bring up Brendan Hanafi and let him get some time. Can he pitch a long relief? why not? These roles don't really matter too much to me. I guess kind of the closer is probably the only thing that does matter. I don't know why Tim Herron. Oh, it always moves him to first. That's why it did that. So Tim Herron, we're going to try him out as the closer. We have Mitch Keller that could potentially be a starter for us if need be. So if any of these guys really start to struggle, which they aren't. But yeah, we went on a good little winning streak. So we lost a bunch of games in a row. Now we're winning games in a row. So we like to see it. And I think we're also going to look at the lineups. Chandler Simpson is still, I mean, he's still batting .314. So it's hard to really like move him down. But I feel like Jung Ho Lee is just getting more hits. Let's see. He has 40 hits. And does it? Oh no, those are his total stats. So I guess Chandler Simpson does have more hits. His on-base percentage is less than Jung Ho Lee. So I think that's what we're going to switch. We're going to move Jung Ho Lee to the top. Move Chandler Simpson down. Let's sort by on-base percentage. We can leave Parker Meadows there. So he's still batting .300. He doesn't have the most pop in his bat. That's kind of where Spencer is. So I think, we're going to move him around there, move him around there, and then we're going to move Dylan down the lineup a bit since he has not been hitting very well for us. And Christopher Morel has been batting just a little bit better, so we do like to see that. We like to see all our guys hit well. And it just doesn't seem like Chris Bryant is really doing much for us. And at 33 years old, he's not really going to get much better. I think what we do is, can we try to trade him since we're eating his whole contract? Will somebody actually want him? It's truly a question of our time. So we're able to get an injured pitcher that's 25 years old. How long is he injured? So he's on rehab for 7 more days, or what did it say, 7 or 5? 7 more days. We can get a center fielder, third baseman. We can get a 30-year-old relief pitcher that's pitching really poorly this year. We get Andrew McCutcheon, which would be kind of a random person, most random person to get. And they really want to get rid of Justin Verlander, but we don't really need an additional closer. So what I think we will end up doing is we'll just grab this Ty Madden guy. I'm not too worried about getting rid of Chris Bryant. So Ty Madden, I'm going to AAA. Okay, I guess we had to bring him up here. Where is Mr. Madden? There we go. Now we can get him down to AAA. And really we can just see, let's go to AAA. Let's look at our lineups. And we just sort by average and see who's cooking. So Kyle Manzardo in 11 games is batting .419. Curtis Mead is also batting well, but he has some knee tendonitis. And so a lot of guys are batting quite well. But I think, if we're going to have a basically first base first type player to where he's not really able to play other positions, it might as well be a Kyle Manzardo. He's batting just as well as what's-his-face did in Chris Bryant did at the major league level. We're going to actually leave him at left field, and we can try to force him to play in the outfield. I don't know why they automatically switched him back to left field. We're going to leave him in that regard. It keeps switching him back, so we will have to force him to play in left field. Can we go to daily lineups? I don't know what this really means. I don't really use I don't really set the everyday rosters too much, but I suppose we can just manually throw him into left field and get him to learn that position a little bit. But it might not matter because we might have some ability to move Brandon Lowe over to left field. He does have some potential out there, and move Spencer Torkelson maybe to, I guess we can kind of put him. So we kind of don't really need him to be in the outfield. Might call him uncommonly friendly. That's kind of a weird compliment. But yeah, got some wins today, so love to see it. Hopefully that momentum continues in the next video. But if you made it to this point, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.